Ladies and gentlemen, Americans were more confident in President Trump's economy than in than the confidence level of previous administrations. We can just look at the latest Gallop polls. Now, this is different from a poll regarding, do you think that there should be impeachment witnesses? That kind of poll is indicative of a constant barrage of media attention. So obviously you're going to shape public opinion somewhat with a constant barrage, a constant onslaught of media attention. Manafort and Mueller, and then when that comes crashing down, they go to the next thing. These Gallop polls are very difficult to manufacture. It's not like President Trump can just tweet out information and then suddenly people will say, "Oh my goodness, I'm really, optimistic about my personal finances." So just the other day, record high optimism on U.S. personal finances and record high optimism on personal finances in U.S. This is the worst news for Democrats. That's why they're even defending federal prosecutors. My God. How do you defend federal prosecutors? I mean, I get it. I understand. Sharks are important in the ecosystem, but it's kind of like defending great white sharks. I get it. There are people who defend sharks. Fine. But it's a little bit bizarre. But you have record high optimism on personal finance in U.S. Americans say they're better off under Trump, new poll shows. You can look at the actual poll, and it's very, very interesting. More in U.S. say they are better off than in past elections. 61% say they are better off than 3 years ago. No more than 50% have said this in past election cycles. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump has yet again defied the odds. You remember all those people who suddenly stopped being your friend, or those people that that didn't want to talk to you because you voted Trump? Very likely, they're better off economically. Very likely, their 401ks are doing well, but forget about that. Very likely, their business is doing better. They're doing better in terms of the money they're making. And it's not just the stock market. There's record low unemployment. So how do you disparage President Trump's economic performance? When you say, the stock market's not a good indicator. Okay, what about household median income? That's up. Well, you know what? What about that's not the only indicator. Okay, then how come wages are up? Wages are up. Household median income is up. There's record low unemployment. There's 6 million jobs created. President Obama created 8.9 million jobs in 8 years. President Trump created 6 million jobs in 3 years. He's on pace to shatter President Obama's job creation numbers. And if you want to talk about President Obama, who started the bailouts? The bailouts started under Bush, the worst president we've ever had. The bailouts, ladies and gentlemen, started under Bush. So do you then credit Bush for saving the U.S. economy? No, you don't. So, also, the average American understands when media is up to its games. When you are defending federal prosecutors, you're basically defending, tiger sharks or great white sharks or hammerhead sharks. Yes, if you are an oceanographer or you're, you're into the environment, yeah, I get it. Okay, you're going to defend all animals. You'll defend all sea creatures, but it's very bizarre. Very bizarre. Okay? I'm not really going to look at sympathy with a sign that says save the sharks. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go to the beach and donate to the Shark Awareness Fund. That's really not the time I want to donate to save this endangered man-eating shark. That's, you know what? Sorry, but I'm not going to focus on the ecosystem when I'm relaxing on the beach. So, but they're all over the place. Trump is going to pardon Roger Stone. It is going to be pandemonium. They're going to run on, oh my God, he's an authoritarian for pardoning. He can't win. He's going after his political opponents, which is what they did to him with a Steele dossier and with an impeachment. But then when he fights back, they're going after. Then Bernie Sanders won yesterday, barely. It was a Pyrrhic victory. He got the same amount of delegates as Mayor Pete. He has less delegates than Mayor Pete. What do you think is going to happen after Super Tuesday? Clinton eventually will be the nominee. Hillary Clinton, yes. People say, I can't believe people are like, oh yeah, it's too late in the game. She runs the game. She's the referee and the general manager. She's the referee and the commissioner. She's the umpire, the referee, the lines judge, the commissioner, the stadium, the person who owns the stadium. She runs the game. People say, oh, it's too late in the game. Well, who do you think's going to be president? Bernie Sanders? They cheated him. You think President Obama stated he would intervene if Bernie got even close to becoming the nominee. The only chance Bernie Sanders had was in 2016 when I said he was going to become president. And then they really cheated him then, and they're cheating him now. Had they not cheated him, he would have become president. He would have. Thank God Trump won, because none of this would be happening. There wouldn't be record low unemployment if Bernie was president. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have record highs in the stock market, but you wouldn't have record lows in unemployment, and 5 million people wouldn't have been lifted out of poverty. Because Bernie's economic movement is not based on growth. It's based on a view of justice. So it has nothing. There's no emphasis on business. The emphasis Trump has is on business, which actually decreases the income inequality. You could say, well, actually it's increased. Well, the top might be gaining more money, but the middle is gaining a lot more money than it did under President Obama. And 5 million people have been lifted out of poverty. So, there's a whole lot of ways. Ways you can look at it. In fact, the top 1%. If you look at the top 1%, their share of the nation's the share of revenue or wealth they control or they own in terms of the country. Was actually lower than in 2016 at one point in President Obama's administration. President Trump's administration. So top 1%. Let's just see this here. If you look at the St. Louis Fed, it's going down again. So the St. Louis Fed, the top 1%, let's see. If I'm reading this right, they own 31% of the country's wealth. 31.9 at the end of 2016. 31.9% of the country's wealth, I believe, if I'm reading this right. A share of total net worth held. Okay, so the share of total net worth held by the 1%, top 1%. In the fourth quarter of 2016, it was 31.9% of the nation's wealth, according to the St. Louis Fed. Now, in the fourth quarter of 2018, it was 31.5%. It actually dwindled. The 1% for at the end of 2018 was doing worse under Trump. In terms of their, so you can't defeat him. You can't defeat him. Now it's basically back up to where President Obama's levels were, and it's going down again to where it was actually even below President Obama's levels. So, I mean, you can go on and say, you can say anything you'd like. You can't say that Trump isn't delivering. You can't say that Trump isn't delivering. And he's going to easily win against Clinton. It's not going to be, people say, like, you're going to look so bad. You're going to look so bad when Clinton doesn't run. No, I won't. Did you think that everyone, how bad would I look? First of all, Clinton's going to become nominee. But wait, compared to the people like MSNBC, CNN, they said Biden was going to become nominee. There are people saying Bernie's going to become nominee now. They're not going to let Bernie. Biden was never the front runner. And I was saying that all along. Biden's campaign is done. Absolutely, positively done. If you give money to Joe Biden, I mean, that's like a choice. You could actually give money to cancer research, finding a cure for any disease, but you decide to give money to Biden? Really? And then Amy Klobuchar, she's like, oh, hello, America. I'm Amy Klobuchar. I'm going to defeat President Trump. It's like, I don't even know what to say about that. Other than you eat salad with a comb and you will not defeat Trump. Because one reason is because you eat salad with a comb. So, there you go. Look. You can't have record high optimism on personal finances in the U.S. You can't have more people in the U.S. saying they're better off than in past elections. By a 10-point margin, it's never reached 60%, 61%. 61% of people, 61% say they're better off. No more than 50% said that's in past elections. I mean, this is the thing. The sensibilities of Democrats, like, could you believe what Trump said? Could you believe what Trump said? Oh my God, could you believe what Trump said? That's one of the reasons he's doing so well. Because the sensibilities of Democrats are not the sensibilities of the average American. The average American does not care about Trump's personality to the point where it makes them physically ill. With Democrats, it's like a big problem. Do you understand? It's a big problem. Their lives depend on what Trump says. You know what? It's kind of like, have you ever seen like really bad relationships where you're looking at the couple, and you're like, why are they still together? They're always fighting. They're always unhappy. Why are they still together? Like, when are they going to break up? And have you ever been in that situation? So it's like, but that's the thing. Democrats don't want to break up with Trump. They love Trump. They say that they can't stand him. But it's really like, without Trump, what do they have? Medicare for all? Don't get serious. They don't have Medicare for all. They love Trump. I mean, how many relationships have you seen, and maybe you've unfortunately been in one, where it's like maybe moments of happiness and then just fighting all the time or arguing. But like intense moments of happiness and intense moments of unhappiness and arguing and frustration and jealousy and anger. So it's like, just break up. But it never happens easy. It doesn't happen easy, does it? Hey, that's the rap song. So that's Trump and Democrats. Democrats, oh, I can't believe this. We need it to end. This is the last. They're like saying this is the last. This is the last election. This is going to be our last election. Yeah, for the Democratic Party, it definitely will be. Luke St. Martin, Eric H526, hello. Their whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is to, like a magician or an illusionist, trying to say what you look, that those mountains over there, that giant skyscraper, that is no longer there. Ta-da! You're not seeing the giant monument in front of you. We've made it disappear. So Democrats and media, they want nothing more than to break the will of the average American the way they've broken the will of Democratic voters. Bernie barely won. Bernie Sanders barely won in New Hampshire, of all places. Okay? He barely won, and he got the same delegate count. Hillary Clinton is going to become nominee. Then I have people, how bad you'll look if she doesn't. Well, how bad do people look that Biden's not nominee or Bernie won't become nominee? How bad will they look? Biden was the front runner. Now, of course, he's not. Then now Bernie's the front runner, and he won't be. He was the front runner in 2016 when I was saying he was the front runner, but now he won't. Amy Klobuchar is going to get, who knows, he'll get Biden's votes, whatever. Biden's done. There is no more Biden. Hillary Clinton doesn't have to run, until very late. She already has the name recognition. She has the apparatus. She has the money. Why would she not run? Because you don't like her? Well, do you like Amy Klobuchar? Do you like Biden? Biden had no problem running. Hey, fat. He called Iowa voters fat, and he said, go vote for Trump. So they did. I mean, the guy is not trying anymore. I give it up to Biden because he really, really, he really took one for the team. I mean, now, we know about Hunter Biden, the narcotics, all this stuff. He really took one for the team. He's like, oh, my God, I had to take one for the team. Oh, my God. My God. Buttigieg Bernie won by less than 4,000 votes, okay? And Amy Klobuchar got almost 60,000 votes. Who is voting for Amy Klobuchar? Who are you? Who are you people? Who are you? Who are these people voting for Amy Klobuchar? And why would you not vote for Buttigieg? What's the difference? What is the profound difference between Mayor Pete and Amy Klobuchar? I want to know this. Please tell me the profound difference. I don't know. They're the same people. They're all the same people. Biden too. And Kamala Harris and Senator Cory Booker, and they're all the same. Bloomberg? What's the difference between Bloomberg and Buttigieg? I don't know. There's no difference. They're all the same. And at the end of the day, look. At the end of the day, you're going to have everyone in this primary with pledged delegates. Okay, they have pledged delegates that can vote for anyone they want. So they're not pledged. There's no reason for a primary. The Democratic Party has a primary in name only. There's no reason for it. What is the point of winning more votes in a state and getting less delegates, or getting the same delegates as somebody who didn't get as many votes? Does that make any sense at all? Then you have superdelegates. So, okay, Buttigieg lost, but he got the same amount of delegates, same as last year. Again, this is not a victory for Bernie. Bernie won New Hampshire barely with 4,000 votes, okay? But it's not really a victory. They got the same amount of delegates. The whole thing's nonsense anyway. Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee. This is all a charade. Did I not tell you Biden had no campaign? Did I not tell you there was no Biden campaign? I told you this every single day. And 538 had him at number one as the frontrunner. Here, more in the U.S. say they are better off than in past elections. 61% of Americans say they are better off than they were 3 years ago, a higher percentage than in prior election years when an incumbent president was running. In the 1992, 96, 2004 elections, exactly half said they were better off. In three separate measures during the 2012 cycle, an average of 45% said they were better off. So the people are happier now under Trump than they were under President Obama, Bush, or Clinton. The current results from January 16th, 29th Gallop poll echo record highs in the stock market, record lows in unemployment, record highs in optimism, economic optimism. So there's record highs, breaking records all the time. Greatest ever. Appreciate your time. Thank you, greatest ever. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate everybody here watching. Thank you, greatest ever. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look. Ladies and gentlemen, at what point do Democrats say, this is the Democratic strategy? This is the Democratic Party strategy. It's very simple strategy. They're not going to go with Medicare for all because they oppose it even more than Republicans. Okay? They don't want Medicare for all. They don't care about progressive votes or left-leaning politicians like Bernie Sanders or AOC. They don't care. That those people exist to funnel votes back into to Clinton 2020. Or if you, let's say, you don't think the Clinton will run, okay, fine. Amy Klobuchar 2020. Yeah, that's very, very. Or Biden 2020. You know who's going to be front runner? Biden. You watching right now. You watching right now have a better chance of being president than Biden. Anyway, the way the Democrats work is that they have a charade. Media plays along with the charade. But they don't have anything to run on. So what they need to do is they need to break the will of the average American voter. They need to break the will. They have already broken the will of Democrats. Because Democrats don't want to become, if you're not voting for Hillary Clinton, you do not want to become H.A. Goodman, right? You don't want to become me. Because then, oh my God, you're helping Trump and you're Trumper. To be a Trumper is the worst insult in the Democratic Party. Okay? So it doesn't matter if Bernie's cheated, which he's already being cheated right now, and Clinton becomes nominee. There is no room to say Bernie or bust. There's no room to say I will not vote for Clinton, because then you'll lose friends, you'll lose family members who won't talk to you. They don't want to do that. They've already found a way to ostracize and marginalize and silence and denigrate and intimidate and bully everyone within the Democratic ranks. And they do so. You know what? You know how they do so? Like, you have social media, just these maniacal social media figures that kind of corral everyone back in line. And they do so in the most maniacal manner. And the people to the left of Bernie and the people to the right of Bernie within the Democratic Party, it's kind of like they just converge. It's a two-front conflict. And they make every Bernie Sanders voter fall in line. So when Bernie gets cheated and Clinton becomes the nominee, Bernie will say, okay, Bradley W., thank you. They'll say, okay, we tried. We had a primary. We had all these delegates, and gosh, they chose everyone other than Bernie, even though Bernie won states. Bernie can win California. Let's say Bernie Sanders wins California and Texas. Do you want to know who will get to the same or more delegates? Anyone the Democratic Party wants. This is something that they don't get. This is something that people on the left don't understand, or they don't want to agree. They don't want to understand. The delegates are pledged in name only. They're not pledged legally. There's no legally binding. Tree climbing, Eric H526 for president. Yes! I want a ticket of Eric H526 and Luke St. Martin. Okay? I want Eric H526 and Luke St. Martin to run. My two moderators I want, and I just want to be in the Oval Office. I just want to be in the Oval Office with all of you. And if there's any staff members and interns, Just bring him to H.A. Goodman. Don't let Bill Clinton around. He's had his time in the Oval Office. But Eric H526 and Luke St. Martin, if you do have an intern program, let me know. I will run the program. Their goal is to break the will of the average person. They want to complain. It's kind of like you have, people in the back seat. Like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Why did we even go? Why did we even go on this vacation? This is horrible. Da, da, da. They want to break the will of the average Democratic voter. And they want to break the will of the average American voter to say, look, this is the Democratic Party strategy. Look, I'm happy. The economy's great. Better foreign policy than most presidents. But I'm tired of the media. I'm tired of the media apparatus. I'm tired of the alleged or the fabricated chaos in Washington. So even if things are great, what I will do is I'll vote for anyone but Trump. Why? Because that's just what I'll do. I'll vote for anyone but Trump. That's just because the media has had a meltdown. That's what they want the average American to be like. They want the average American to say, you know what, I'll vote for anyone but Trump. Pilgrim Driver! When Trump wins, the screeching will... It will. It will. It will. Katrina Estes! James Woods tweeted Hillary will be the nominee but not run at all and take it at the convention. You have been right on for 4 years. The DNC is a sham. We will celebrate on election night. Yes, Katrina! Katrina, thank you so very, very much. Yes, this live stream, I'll have numerous live streams and uploads. I'll be on YouTube like all day on both channels. I'll probably do a live stream on H.A. Goodman's other channel. I haven't done one yet. But Katrina Estes, thank you so very much. It is going to be, when Clinton finally ends the charade, it will be the biggest moment in YouTube history. Well, I think that this channel and my H.A. Goodman's other channel, I want you, Katrina, and everyone there because it's going to be amazing. And if there's a pundit who said vote for Clinton in swing states or vote for Hillary in 2016, if you even dare say that you're not voting for Hillary, you'll have a problem with me. Because then they're going to do is they're going to be like, you know what, I changed my mind last second, but they're going to milk the whole Bernie or bust thing up until they're forced to reevaluate, which they won't mean it. They'll be like, I don't know if I'm going to, and then they'll be like, there was one pundit that Bernie didn't want to endorse who said, gosh, I think I might vote for Jill Stein. Yeah, right. And then he chose Clinton. That's pretty interesting. There's no overlap between. There's an overlap between Bernie and Trump. There's no overlap between Jill Stein and Clinton. Zero. But yeah, I mean, exactly, Brenda. They are being strangely quiet. The networks know what's going on. Katrina Estes, thank you so very much. I saw that James Woods. James Woods is awesome. He's hilarious. He's a great actor. I love James Woods. I saw that tweet also. It's the second or third time. Diamondback Diesel. Yes, one of the good names here. Diamondback Diesel. Hello, HA. Just got my new bumper sticker that reads, I'd like to be liberal, but I'm too busy working. Nice. Have a great day, HA. Thank you, Diamondback Diesel. Diamondback Diesel, one of the great names on H.A. Goodman's live stream. Diamondback Diesel, thank you. That's awesome. Katrina Estes, thank you. Diamondback Diesel, thank you. Pilgrim Driver. Will big tech suppression get more blatant? I don't know. I think that They're going after Mark Zuckerberg because he's like, you know what? Mark Zuckerberg, the interesting thing is I think that he kind of looked at the billions that he was making. He kind of looked at the billions like tens of billions. He's like, yeah, how did I become so rich? Oh yeah, that's right, by being intelligent. So I'm going to probably try to, annoy the Democratic Party. It'll be lucrative. So Pelosi and Clinton, they're like, Facebook, it's a tool for the authoritarians. Mussolini had a Facebook, didn't he? Oh my God. This is the normal phase. The app that they had in Iowa, the fact that Bernie has less delegates, even though he has more votes, the popular vote. Forget about this. Is not the there's no electoral college in the scam of the whatever the phony primary they have. But you should, if you win the popular vote in any state, you should win all the delegates. You shouldn't win just some of the delegates, or you shouldn't tie. But Facebook, they're going after. What did they say? They don't even. Clinton went after Zuckerberg. It's hilarious because he finally stood up. I don't even know how he stood up, but I guess he's not complying in every single possible way with Democrats. Hold on, Clinton. Oh, Hillary Clinton blasts Facebook for not pulling doctored Pelosi video. Oh my God. That's so funny. What more can they do? Hillary Clinton, Mark Zuckerberg is Trumpian, has authoritarian views on misinformation. The biggest misinformation is from Democrats. The biggest misinformation. Most of the misinformation. And what was it? There was one study that Clinton benefited the most from a news story. They're so worried too. Democrats are like an overbearing parent. You can't listen to punk music. If you listen to punk music, that's why you're going out with that person, because of punk music. That's why. Okay, you know what? You didn't go to the family function because of the metal music. Oh, that's why. That's the reason. Okay, I see. No, that's not the reason. Oh, you want to go into it? There's other reasons. You want to go into it? Okay. No, not on Thanksgiving. Not at the Thanksgiving table. No, let's not go into it. Okay? It's no, Democrats are well, you lost because of misinformation. No, you lost because you're horrible. And you'll be horrible again. Everyone knows what you're doing. Jambin J, thank you. Hillary Clinton. Zuckerberg has authoritarian views on misinformation. Zuckerberg's reasoning is Trumpian. This is so hilarious to say Trumpian. They think their scorn means something to the average person. It doesn't. Their scorn, their condemnation means nothing. Their condemnation means absolutely nothing to the average person. That's why when certain people I've known who are really, really, really wonderful people, when they stop talking to me because I was voting Trump, I'm in my head I was like, well, I feel bad for you. You don't get to enjoy my annoying personality anymore. So the Democrats are this is Trumpian. Trump's America. Trump's America. Yeah, you want to know Trump's America? Trump's America Oh, that's right. More in the U.S. More in U.S. say they're better off than in past elections. Record high optimism on personal finance. Can I tell you something? Democrats were happier during the recession than they are now. When people were out of work, they were happier. They were like happier. Democrats were happier now. I mean, happier during the recession. They're like, oh my God. People are working. We can't have this. Medicare for all, everyone. Huh? We're going to have Medicare for all. Right? It's right around the corner. Just vote for us. Do you think they believe it? Gil R. Did a dingo get your bot? Did a dingo get your bot? I don't know if I want to say it. Did a dingo get your Biden? Did a dingo? I can't. I can't. I don't know. I'm trying to read it with an Australian accent. But first of all, thank you so very much, Gil R. But did a dingo get your Biden? I'm trying to do the Australian Aussie. Did a dingo get your Biden? Get your Biden. Thank you, Gil R. Thank you. Pop analysis. Hello. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. My goodness, the Democratic Party's just so amazing and hilarious. So Amy Klobuchar, did you hear her? Did you hear Amy Klobuchar's fantastic victory speech? The fantastic victory speech. Hi, I'm Amy Klobuchar. We're going to defeat Trump. It's like... Wait, I'm going to read Amy Klobuchar's victory speech. It was very, very thrilling. Oh, look at that. She's campaigning alongside Deval Patrick, or helping Deval Patrick. Gee, how's Biden going to do in South Carolina? Wah, wah, wah. Oh, I love this. Hello, America. I'm Amy Klobuchar, and I will beat Donald Trump. Okay. I'm H.A. Goodman, and I'm going to go on the moon. I'm going to be the next person on the moon. Not. She only got. I mean, this is. I do not have Twitter. I do not have Twitter. Those are parody accounts that are illegally sharing my Amazon books, which is illegal. But she's got like 1,000 retweets. I had 30,000 people on my Twitter when I had Twitter, almost 30,000. I would have gotten more retweets. I actually got more retweets for certain things. Hello, America. I'm Amy Klobuchar, and I will beat Donald Trump. Oh, my God. That's so profound. That's really amazing. I'm ready to beat Trump. Consumer confidence at record highs. Be gone. Gil R. Thank you. Gil R. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. So here, let's see this here. Then they... then... What does this even mean? I don't even want to... This is kind of hilarious. Then somebody writes, you definitely would if you could get ahead of two men. I'm not going to get into the exact phrase that she used, just because it's YouTube. But it's like, Yeah, those two men are Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg. Like, what are you trying to say? Oh, that's right, because Elizabeth Warren said that Bernie said a woman couldn't be president. Pop analysis! Hope all is well. Hope all is well. When Buttigieg drops out, he will become a CNN contributor, Anderson Cooper 2.0. Yes. Warren and Klobuchar will consolidate the moderate vote. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Klobuchar is, to me, I don't see anything. Like Warren, at least Warren can say that she tried and failed. Well, she failed her DNA test. How do you even do that? And then at least Warren can say, well, I've split Bernie's movement into two. At least I'm good for that. But Klobuchar, like, what? What is the difference between Mayor Pete and Klobuchar? Pop analysis. I hope all is well. Yes. Hello, America. I'm Amy Klobuchar, and I will beat Donald Trump. Oh, sorry. Just woke up. What was that? Oh, yeah. Amy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is so great. It will be so wonderful when the current Democratic Party is dismantled to the point of complete irrelevance, which is, it's already completely irrelevant, but we're just waiting. Pop Analysis, thank you. Thank you, Pop Analysis, thank you. Katrina Estes! Pop Analysis, thank you again. Hope all is well. Katrina Estes! I'm taking the day after election day off just so I can watch you, Sticks, and Lionel. I look forward to it. No more malarkey. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's going to be. I think statistically, if you just look at the analytics, if you look at the data, the statistics, YouTube will be, it'll be the most watched time on YouTube that week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, 2 months. It'll be the most watched time. Katrina Estes, thank you so very, very much. Yeah, Sticks and Lionel are great. Lionel does a great, just him talking about Madam Secretary. It's even better than me. I really enjoy Lionel talking about Madam Secretary or Hillary Clinton 2020. When he gets kind of worked up about Clinton, what does he call her? The oven mitt fashionista. But Katrina Sticks is great too. Oh my God, Sticks! I watch Sticks and Tim Pool pretty much either every day or every other day. At least once every 3 days. Katrina Estes, thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day, Katrina. Thank you. Secret Spaceship! HA deserves a trip to the White House to meet Trump. Your hard work, smarts, and honesty have helped get the truth out. Thanks. The Secret Spaceship, thank you so very much. Also, one of the great names here, the Secret Spaceship. Wonderful name. Thank you, the Secret Spaceship. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate you watching, and I it was a very kind message. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mitchell Smith! Hello, H.A. Tulsi Gabbard appearing on Fox much lately, targeting the independent vote for 2024. You are the best. Thank you. Mitchell Smith, can I tell you how happy I am that Tulsi Gabbard's on Fox? Because it just shows that she doesn't care anymore about what, like, for example, there was a Democratic pundit who, many of them, who made a big issue. Oh, Tulsi Gabbard's on Fox. Oh my God, Tulsi Gabbard is on Fox. Tulsi Gabbard's on Fox. Tulsi Gabbard's on Fox. Oh my God, how dare her. Meanwhile, Philippe Reigns was on Fox, actually 2 months ago or so, saying, yeah, if you don't want to vote for Hillary, don't vote for Hillary. She hasn't closed the door. There's no more meritocracy in the Democratic Party. That's the thing. So Tulsi fights. Tulsi fights. Tulsi fights. Thank you, Mitchell Smith. Thank you. Thank you, Mitchell Smith. The Secret Spaceship. Katrina Estes, Pop Analysis, thank you. It'll be really, really interesting to see, to see the rise of Amy Klobuchar. That will be a thrilling moment in American history. She's very inspiring and very motivating. And I'm telling you, if you listen to Amy Klobuchar's speech, you want to climb Mount Everest. You want to just, it is something that you can't even explain. I'm going to run 10 miles now after listening to her speech. It's really amazing. They're definitely not cheating, and it's definitely fair. And we know this because the pledged delegates can vote for whomever they want. So then people are like, why are we afraid of a woman president? We're not. People are voting for Tulsi, Jill Stein. Oh, you mean why Clinton lost? Yeah, well, you know what? Ask the people of Libya and ask why she used private servers with top secret intel. Well, actually, ask how she got the top secret intel. Or maybe how she cheated Bernie in 2016 and 2020 in the Iowa, with an app that was made by one of her people, two of her people. You know, but that's not, you can't prove anything. So these are coincidences that always just happen. Look, you can't, if something happens on the edge of the Milky Way, it could be tied to Trump. But if there's like a direct correlation with Clinton, you have no proof. You have no proof. You can't say anything. You have no proof. If something happens on the edge of the Milky Way galaxy, so the Milky Way is a galaxy that contains our solar system, with a name describing the galaxy's appearance from Earth, a hazy band of light. Wow. Facts about our galactic home. Okay, so the Milky Way is about 100,000 light years across. Okay, listen. If 100,000 light years away something happens and they name like a comet Manafort, you better believe Trump worked with Russia. Insanity Pepper, House Resolution 1, co-authored by. I agree with you on that. I actually didn't. I haven't read the resolution, and I agree with you on that. What's a resolution? Legislation that could. Who knows? I agree with you on that. I'm not saying I would vote for Tulsi. I'm saying that I like her personality. I mean, I like her foreign policy. I like her personality too. I like her integrity to leave. To break away from the Democratic Party. I like her as a human being. I don't know if I would vote for her because of things like that. And I agree with you, Insanity Pepper. I agree with you on that. That would be something that I would not vote for. Although, if it was the choice between Paul Ryan, a Paul Ryan type, he would also sign on to that. So, but then he would want foreign intervention. So, but no, I agree with you, Insanity Pepper. Jamie, I agree. Yeah, you can't get complacent. You have to vote. You have to vote as if it's like James Comey versus Trump, because that's basically what it's going to be. It's Clinton. It's going to be Clinton versus Trump again. And you have to vote like it's going to be James Comey versus Trump. Pop analysis. Wait till Bloomberg's record comes out. Oh, horrible record. Horrible record. He's no friend of the working class. Democrats are seriously counting on him to beat Trump. Oh my God. Well, yeah, I think that he's just, the bankroll is there for the Democratic Party because nobody really wants to give money to Democrats. Well, why would anyone give money to the Democratic Party? It's like giving money to Biden. Dems are done. Dems will be a fringe party. They deserve it. Oh yes, big time, big time. Pop Analysis, thank you so much. They're living on social media. That's why I was, Pop Analysis, everyone here, I was thinking, I'm like, should I, just because of the election, start a Twitter account? Because there are parody accounts of me and they're annoying. And when you type in Google my name, sometimes you see the parody accounts that are illegally sharing my books on Amazon. But anyway, with like links that have nothing to do with Amazon. But I'm like, should I start an account? Nah. No. There's no, because I'm like, what are the odds that somebody is going to say something to annoy me and that I'm going to have to argue with that person for like an hour? What are the odds? And I'm like, no, I'm not starting a Twitter account anymore. No. Because the thing is, Pop Analysis and everyone here, they live on social media. Social media is the only refuge for Democrats. It's the only refuge. Because it's the only way that their nonsense can be validated. Because in the real world, there are a lot of Trump supporters. And you just can't act that way with just average people. Pop Analysis, thank you. Atom Bomb 31458. Thank you. Hope all is well. Adam on 31458. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Klobuchar, and I'm going to defeat President Trump. And, oh my God. Oh my God. 100,000 light years away. 100,000 light years away, the Milky Way galaxy. That's how expansive it is. Or I guess that's how big it is. King James, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running out of steam. Thank you so very, very much. Pop Analysis, Animal 30458, everyone, Katrina, everyone here, thank you so very, very much. To my super chat, thank you. I will be back, of course, later this evening. I'll have an upload today as well. And ladies and gentlemen, have a great, great day. Have a great, great day. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you, everybody. Great live stream. Thank you. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel.